And we're back to learning Photoshop in here, day 337. I was saving the best for last. We're going to talk about the pen tool now. It's a tool that can achieve a lot of effects, and you need to use it actually for a lot of tasks. But for many people, it's quite frustrating to use it. So it's not that easygoing, not that intuitive as most of the other tools. But don't worry, we're going to go over that step by step. And I'm not going to cram all of this stuff into one video. We're going to make a couple of videos that work progressively through the features of this tool. This is video 1, so part 1 of the pen tool. And we're going to go over the total basics. Number 1 is you can find it right here. P is the short key. And when you hover over this, it's going to show the rich video here, the switch tooltip. And there you can read it changes paths or shapes. And that's an important distinction to make. You can set that up here. So it's the first function of the tool. Path will change your menu. So keep that in mind. When you create a shape, you will be able to see it directly, and in the layers menu, it will be indicated as a shape. Let me create a second one. And now we have shape 1 and shape 2. But if you change it to path and you do somewhat the same, so I create a first, let's call it shape again, and then a second with a little bit of a curvy outline. I close them both, but they're not visible in the layers menu. And actually, if I create, for example, an ellipse, it seems like our shapes that we've created are gone. And this is the main difference between paths and shapes. You will not be able to see your shapes anymore. When you've created paths, you will only find them right here in the paths menu. So they're not really shapes that are put on a specific layer. And for example, you can use paths later on to create selections. So let me right click here and I make a selection. You can see that. So there is a use case to this, especially when we create more intermediate advanced effects. But for the most part, you want to have it set right here to shape. And then you can just left click on your canvas. You create these anchor points and then you close your shapes. You can see we have a fill color. We also have a stroke color, which is the outline. And then you can also use none for each. You can set the stroke width, and then you can also set the dash style. By default, that should be solid, but you can also make it here dashed, dotted. All of that is possible with the shape. And whenever you want to adjust it, just make sure you are on your shape layer. Reactivate the pen tool, and then you can adjust it. So this specific shape, yet again using fill, stroke, stroke style, and stroke width. What you can also see is I wasn't perfect here in creating a triangle. So here's actually the center and the bottom line wasn't perfectly positioned. And this is where the direct selection tool comes very helpful. Activate it. A is the shortcut for it. It's the one with a white cursor. And then you can left click on the anchor points, which are the corner points, in this case of the triangle, and then drag them around. So sometimes you have to use the pen tool and this direct selection tool as a pair, as a group. So you have to switch back and forth and adjust what you've drawn, especially when you want to have perfect geometric shapes. Let me try again. And you can see once again, center was way off. So I switched to the direct selection tool and then I use that. By the way, I'm dragging these guides out of the rulers. If you can't see the rulers, press Ctrl R. Let me delete this shape and I simply create a line. The line obviously doesn't have a fill, only a stroke. But I can also create a curved line. And to do that, I left click and then I left click again and I hold and drag. And this gives me handles, which can be used to adjust the angle. And you can actually see it makes the difference if a line has a fill or not. So for curved lines, make sure that you get rid of the fill. What I want you to do, just to get some practice, create a triangle like this, play around with fill, stroke, and also the stroke style. Then use the direct selection tool and then make sure to align your triangle perfectly to center and baseline. Once again, Ctrl R was the shortcut for the rulers, and under view you can clear the guides. Most importantly though, as I've said in the beginning, make sure that it's set to shape and not path. So this is the absolute starting point. Try to get some practice. You only learn the pen tool if you use it. But once you've done that, I've got a couple of more videos about this tool coming. I hope this one was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.